So for today's intro, it's something a little bit different. I have left in the description my link to the Discord. Please, everyone, feel free to join that. We want to try and grow a community on there where we can talk about anything, fantasy football, literally anything. And also, if you're into films, I'm kind of getting into films a little bit myself at the moment. So there is a link to the Letterboxd account that I have. Make sure to follow on that. I got there in the end as, hey guys, welcome back to episode number 6 now of the FIFA 21 Grimsby Town Road to Glory, season 8 as well, so we are far into it as we are having a tremendous start to life in the Premier League as well. We are 3 points at the top of the league despite a big vital blow to an injury, so if you haven't seen the last episode, you know what to do, as yeah, our top scorer is Vencedor as well. Didn't expect him to be level with Harper, as today's games, I think, should definitely be winnable, apart from Liverpool, which we play first away at Anfield. Not going to be easy, followed up by Sheffield United at home, and then Molde at home as well, which I think we can sim. Then Fulham away at Craven Cottage, a bit of a rivalry there, and Manchester United. So, a starting hard game, an ending hard game, and then a bit of middle ground. Can't wait to just get fully flowing, as Liverpool, as you might have seen in the last episode I checked, are in 7th as we play them in the 7th. But one thing I know is we are always playing on Sundays because of the Europa League. So hopefully I am praying that other teams drop points on this Saturday, like Manchester United, like Spurs, and like Chelsea, just to take the pressure a little bit away, of course, because it's going to be difficult going into this game, as Man City have played and won. Spurs have drawn, so we're definitely going to be at least 3rd at the end of this game, and Liverpool are in 9th now, well, probably because other teams have played, so hopefully we can drop them down more. Actually a huge game, this one, as yes, last season we really did get lucky against Liverpool, and sometimes not even lucky, we thrashed them 4-0 at some point. So for this game, I am going to try and hope for the same thing, but I do think our striking options are weaker, with Dino in the goal, Frances, Rodondale, Fry and Kelly in the defence, with Cantwell, Vencedor on 7 goals from CDM, Pope as well, with Brooks at the right hand side, Dowell in cam, and Florian Balogun fresh from the Europa League up front. He needs to start scoring in the Prem. And here we are, we've landed at Anfield in Merseyside for a huge game, and I am just hoping we can get the better of the Reds to try and take that top spot, with Alisson in the goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Christopher Ayer, Reece Williams and Larouche, with Woodburn, Henderson and Oscar, and then it's Chukwueze, Correa and Jota. I think that is beatable. No wonder they are in 9th. Mane's on the bench for Fabinho, Firmino. Salah, of course, got released, so I'm on the free agents list, and I don't know where Van Dijk is, so yes, Ayer, our ex-player who started off rough as well to this season. I think this is a very beatable Liverpool. They are not the same team, although they are going to start off with a corner. They've still got the Anfield crowd behind them, which is going to be hard to shake off as Correa scores from a corner. That's the first time we've conceded one of those in a long time, and Joaquin with it. I think it just comes down to poor marking, and we are not going to be top of the league if it carries on this way. Chukwueze with a brilliant ball in, and number 22. Who's number 22? I think it's Brooks. I don't know why Brooks is marking the striker. Get a defender on him as Cantwell as well, trying to get high enough, but just no chance. So it's a terrible start to the game as Lloyd Kelly now gives it inwards. It's a good ball as well, and Balogun is free in the middle. Reece Williams has come across, not good enough, and Ayer's trying to put the pressure on. As, oh, Balogun, you just have to score, mate. A corner for us, though. Can we do the same that they did? It's in towards Florian, and it's Reece Williams away again. Looks like a bit of a lively game, this one, as Cantwell again with the ball in, a Balogun just wide. Could, should, and would have been 1-1 if he would have just buried that chance, as that's an awful pass from Correa, who's of course got the goal. I think they're trying to sit back on it a little bit. Liverpool just don't look the best at the back today, as Pope get that round to Brooks. See, we're already around Larouche at left back as Brooks whips a ball in towards Balogun, and there we go. The instant reply, you don't have to ask him 3 times, as Florian Balogun finally gets that Prem goal, which I knew of course he was capable of. We've had him seasons before here, and he has done the goals and scored them all the time for us, as a beautiful whipped in ball from Brooks makes it 2 headers in this game and 1-1 on the scoreline. And Correa here, it looks like Liverpool are going to try and get on top again. It's like when one team scores, the other attacks, although we have the ball right here. It's Kieran Dowell to give it to Pope. Brooks again again. I'm just looking for him every time on this wing because he's making brilliant runs. As get going, Larouci just does not have the pace to keep up with David Brooks as it was close to Dowell. Cantwell to keep it alive as well as we can get this on the edge. Dowell with a great turnout. He's just got Reece Williams to beat and he gets a good nick on it. Still, we're going to keep on coming at them as Frances. First time he's had to touch the ball and a bit of a shocking pass, that one, as Oscar gives it in the middle to Correa. Liverpool to try and get on front or on top right here as Ben Woodburn. I just can't believe he's really back as we get the tackle in there with Kelly and Vencedor to run it forward. Keep on going, mate. You're a great player for us so far as he's going to keep on going, Vencedor. Unai has the pace to get around the whole team and just lays it off to Brandon Pope as they're going to turn back into danger a little bit. Get past him again with a smart touch onto Pope as Dal makes a run in behind and Williams is on it. And it looks like Liverpool are going to have the last chance of the first half. Everyone in the wall as Oscar floats it in looking for... I don't think that was Christopher Raya. If it was, I would have hated it if he would have scored. As Correa's injured as well. Good to see, although don't wish injury on anyone. As Brooks is having a great game here. As Brooks is charging through, you know. Last minute of the first half and Alisson with a save. I mean, it was a bit of a poor shot as they do give us a corner as well. So can we score the third headed goal? It's Kelly. Oh, and it's almost in as well. Big chance gone begging. As at the end of the first half, it is Liverpool 1, Grimsby Town 1. And I honestly think we could be in front. Just take one more of them chances and we are leading. Mildly frustrating as Liverpool look like they're starting the better of the second half. Firmino's in on the middle as well. I don't know if he's aged a bit, but he's still tackled Dale Fry. It's a poor bit of playmaking at the back and Liverpool take the undeserved lead. It's Bobby Firmino straight off the bench, straight on for Correa and punish Dale Fry. He's usually been good as the centre-back, but not really there. I mean, I did put him under a bit of pressure with the pass from Vencedor. The worst thing the new signings have done since they've been at the club, but still, not really their fault, just mine. And Chukwueze with the ball right here. We can't get a tackle in on him as Rodon is skinned, really. We need to try and get right side, which we have done. And Liverpool just completely better in the second half. It's a ball through to Firmino as well, as Dino is well off his line. And now Vencedor with a great ping over to Brooks. Them two being the best players, really, apart from Unai's mistake, as Brooks cuts inside and runs into Fabinho. It's just got a lot harder. I don't know if Fabinho actually started. I can't remember. I think he wasn't starting, but he's come on and been great as it's a free kick right there. At least it's not Trent standing over it. It is Oscar, and it's in a really good position for the Redmen. Of course, I'm not going to put a player on the line as Trent's joined in. Oscar jumps over. It's going to be Trent. And that's the second free kick he's scored against us at Anfield again, as Liverpool take a bigger lead. I don't put players on the line. Sometimes, yeah, I'd do it in Ultimate Team, but I don't do it in career mode, as that is just pure quality from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He'll be ringing Southgate up. Not going to let it put me down, though, as Kalajic is back on it again. Brooks making the overlap. He's really lively, but just not got the finishing touches. We've got to run on there from Kelly, though. And Kelly has got Cantwell in the box. Cut that back as no. Aya does read it. And it's a corner right here with Kalajic in the box. No, it isn't even giving us a corner. Why is that? And here's Roberto Firmino in the last couple of minutes for Liverpool. Chukwueze almost getting a tackle in as Dino has to pull off a big save. They look like they're still threatening a bit, Liverpool, so we've got 9 minutes to try and get 2 goals. It looks very unlikely, but that's a good run from the big man Sasa. Oh no, it isn't even the big man, it's Brooks. Don't know why he looks so tall. This is the big man, as he of course messed it up. He is just done at Grimsby. As yes, I think it will be game over, although Brooks on a bit of a charge forward, back heel into Todd Cantwell, dodgy touch, as he couldn't even blast that one home as well. 2 big chances for Toddy at the last couple of minutes. That one was a bit more of a stretch though, as I think that is going to be game done and dusted. Chukwueze, the ball in the middle to Oscar. He's played it back. He's through. It's 3-on-1. It's Mane on the field now. Dino. Oh, he's rounded him, but Frances, great block to try and keep the goal difference a little bit down, as they do still have a corner though. Make sure they don't score from this, and then we go into the next game with a clear mind as Diogo Jota mistouches it, and that is game done and dusted. We've lost our 3rd game in the league this season, and to be fair, at least we've not slipped up really. It's Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester City who have beaten us, which you'd expect to beat Grimsby Town. And yes, as expected, we have dropped down to 3rd, although we still are on the same level of points as everyone else and going into 2 games that I think we should definitely pick up points in, Sheffield United and Fulham, as we are going to simulate the first one as well. As these are in 18th, Fulham of course we have a rivalry against, as we should not drop off after just that loss to Liverpool. We should keep it going and bounce back straight away. The manager rating's gone all the way down, as I'm going to play the same team as well, so no changes right there, and hopefully it should be a win. I don't know if they've got any good players. Not really standing out to me, so it's going to be a quick sim. Dino, of course, going back to his old stomping ground, as don't let me down. Don't even be a draw. Be a win, please, as there we have it. It's Kieran Dowell, and then Nemecha come on for Vencedor and got one in the last couple of minutes. Job done there. And I think the next game is going to be simulated as well, because I know it looks a bit bad that I'm simulating it. We are in 3rd position in this group, but then again, we can play Sporting Lisbon next, and Mulder yet to pick up a point. So as long as we don't lose, even if we draw, we can still beat Sporting even if they win, and then still go through. So yeah, I'm going to gamble on a sim. I'd rather play Man United and Fulham at the weekend after, so I am going to rotate the team for this one, as this is what I'm going to go for. One more change, just position-wise. Not really that much change, but just going to switch them out, as Evans is in goal, Powell, Lewis, Chalobah and Jackson, Barry Leach, Dowell, Doyle and Smith, with Nemecha in camp and Balogun. So it's very similar to the team we played last time out in the Europa League, apart from Nemecha coming in. I want a bit more quality, just a little bit, as we're going to go central. We're going to go to Mould, and oh my days, if we don't pick up points here at home against bottom of the group, although there's a change that needs to be made, I'm just going to say auto change it, as I don't think it's a first teamer. It can't be a first teamer, and no it isn't, so let's try and get the win. Quick simulation, and don't let us down, boys. Come on, what is it going to be? It's going to be 1-1. Okay, they even missed a penalty and we scored in the last minute, so that is a very lucky 1-1. Lewis, the centre-back. That actually really ain't good. That is really bad. That is really bad, and I don't think we're out, but we might be out of the race a little bit. As you can see in the Premier League, back up to 2nd, which is good, but Europa League, I need to kind of focus on this a bit more and play some first teamers, definitely against Sporting, as no, Sporting did draw against LASK, so it's going to come down to our game against the Portuguese club to try and get through. Then again though, our goal difference is superior, so I don't know why we are 3rd in the group. It doesn't make any sense, as all the other groups look to be going to plan. Not ours though. But of course, we should get the game won if we play as first team. Might not be top of the group, of course, but still, a win's a win, as I think it might be Man United we face if we go through in that one and come 2nd. If they don't jumble them up, which I think they actually do, as Francis has developed on his schedule. He wants to play as well, as I think he will do, against mid-table Fulham, just before Man United, literally less than 3 days after. Gonna be a challenge. But of course, one I'm up to, because I'm playing my first team as well, with Dino in goal, Francis gone up rating, Rodon, Fry and Kelly. Just want the centre-backs to improve a bit now, with Cantwell, Vencedor playing superbly, Pope as well, with Brooks, Dowell and Balogun. So hopefully this is a win against the rivals of this save. Tried to beat us to the post against, well, in the championship, should I say, in, what am I even saying? In the championship against them, they tried to pip us to the post, and we're going to try and do the same here. And here we go. It skipped the lineups as we are away at Craven Cottage, even though we've got in his black and white kit, so that's a surprise. Haven't been here in an actual play game in a while as well, as Unaban is in goal. De Stiglio has been there a long time, with Haya, Babu and Opoku, with, who's that on the wing, Molina and Torreno. It took a long time for that to scroll, with Reed, Colke and Budaboo, Santiero and Liam Delap up front. The youth player from Manchester City getting his chance. And Liam Delap right here with a ball at his feet. Gives it into Harrison Reed. Now on to Babu, as it's given to Hire as well. Into Colke. It looks like Fulham are actually here to not mess around, as Lorety Santiero gets the ball in the midfield, gives it up to Liam Delap. He's around us, it's a foul, but it's still gone in the back of the net, and Fulham actually take a lead against us here. What is happening? I mean, I thought I'd played well, just shepherding him away, but no, Liam Delap gets through, the 83 rated, who I looked at signing before, of course, Raheem Harper just blasts it past Dino, who I think could do better. Shocking start. Actually, the first thing that's happened as well, and I don't like how this is going. I mean, we've only lost to teams that you'd expect us to lose to, so hopefully we can be straight back level as Kieran Dowell has a run and just slots it home. These tried to sign Kieran Dowell a long time ago before we managed to do it, and yes, paying off gloriously. Normal business resumed, I guess, as he just goes through on goal. I'm actually going to skip it though, because I'm embarrassed that it's 1-1. We should never go behind in this game. And straight after our goal, it looks like Fulham are going to get the ball from kickoff, but hopefully we can make a tackle. They've kept it for a while though, as Colke got a run on there into Liam Delap again. We've slid in, just knocked him a bit, but they're going to play on as Santiero can't get past Dale Fry again as they shout for a penalty. No way. As Dowell's going to hit that up to Balogun. They've dropped a defender back though, and just stop it with that glitch. It is Colke back on the ball. Completely swiped from Lloyd Kelly as Reed gives it to Delap. Back to Colke, into Reed. It's Delap again. He's got Lonte Santiero making the run around him as it's chipped over to him. Overhead kick. And oh, I got butterflies then. They know the full extent of this rivalry as Pope now has the ball through that little gap in the middle to Balogun. Now on to Kieran Dowell, and Balogun making a good run. Higher doesn't come across. He's still dreaming about his header that he just missed. And oh, that's a costly one as well. Had to score that one, as it's going to be a goal kick as well. And Vencedor, not like him. And we're going to keep on fighting straight up till half-time though. We've got 1 minute added on, and it's Balogun round the corner to Cantwell. Bit of a block right there, and I think the whistle's going to go. Although if you keep him in the box, it's still going to go. I thought they might have played on until they got ours. At half-time, it is 1-1. I think we are actually lucky not to be behind, although I expect us to be in front. It's a bit all over the place, but we do need to improve. Here's Harrison Reed. A good tackle there from Rodon on him, though, as Dowell is going to sneak a ball through to Balogun as well. And can we start off this second half? The better team, we definitely can. That has redeemed it from what just happened, as there we have it. The microphone somehow magically got away from me, as there we go. Job done and dusted, back in front. Do I think it's done and fully dusted? Maybe not, but that is a great finish. That one just passed into the side netting past the keeper, who just flopped to the ground. We have finally gone in front in this big game, and we just need to keep going. Reed gets it around to Liam Delap. We need to try and get a tackle in, as he's got in front of us again. And now it's level straight away. Honestly, this game, you can tell there's a rivalry right here, as Liam Delap has two and Balogun the same. That's come out of the blue as well. It's a ball straight into the middle right there. A ball roll, just a drag back, then forward, then into the side net. And it's all over the place. But eventually it does lead to it past Dino. So this game seems to be a bit all over the place, as Dowell now gives it to Pope. Alongside to Frances, who needs to try and get that run through, and does from Brooks. Can we try and take a lead straight away again? It's into Balogun, and oh, almost a foul right there. You could see he was almost going over. And now Liam Delap to try and get at us. He's got a lot of space, as he needs to try and hold it up to Colke, who puts it over the top towards Boudabou, who comes inside, or Boudaubi, I don't know what he's called, as that's a good tackle from Kelly though. Fulham still being on top. Reed to the side of him, back into Laurie Santiero. We got offered Reed in a change for Brandon Pope, as that's a good tackle, but it's been given as a foul right on the edge of our box. So hopefully this guy isn't as good as, of course, excuse me, Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's Santiero over it to Boudabou, who hits it. And Fulham take the lead. Unbelievable. It's a great hit, to be fair, from him, but still, we shouldn't be in this situation. It's into the back of the net, so we have bottled it in this second half after taking the lead. Now Fulham are in front. The rivalry may be lost. It hasn't been the best episode, you know. Drawing to Molde, losing at Anfield, now losing to Fulham. It's only the Sheffield United game that's actually got us a point, or three, should I say. As Delap tackled right there, though. We're going to still fight for a draw, maybe, or potentially the win. As it's on to Kieran Dowell right now, and he needs a little bit of a gap to search for. There we go, we've got it. In Brooks, who's in the centre. Good touch, and he's hit it cross net to make it 3-3. We have levelled it up. What a game this is. Of course, not in front where we want to be, but never say die. We've gone ultra-attacking, and Brooks up front with a great touch and a great shot into the side netting. I think Hele, the defender, though, should block it, but who's moaning? We've only got a bit of added time here now. 3 minutes as Pope. Beautiful tracking as Rodon's caught far forward. Wanting for some headers. Dale Fry on it now, and Brooks with a good run in behind. Brooks might get to this. He's got a man at the side of him, and what a shocking touch. That's cost us 2 points, that one, and may have cost us top of the league as Brooks. What are you doing? He got us a leveller, but might have, yes, dropped us 2 points. Certainly so. He had a sweaty on as well. I was spamming A. As yet, Delapsed men have got a draw against Grimsby Town here. Good performance from Fulham. And after that draw, I don't know how we've managed it, but we do stay second by 3 points. Oh my days, Chelsea must have actually lost again, maybe, in their game in hand or something. I don't know how that works, as Man United are going to be hard as well, especially now we've used our first team and not even won, and going into this one. At least it's not Manchester City, as they take an even bigger lead at the top. I think that might have actually gone by now, because City, it's going to be so difficult to knock them off. We'll have to try and do it when we play them, but of course I don't have faith in that, as we are going to go with the same team, yes, once more into this United game. It's more tired than there as well, as this is a challenge. At least it's not Old Trafford, as Manchester United's team, Alban Lafont in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Montez, Upamecano and Tavares at the back, with Artur and Conrad Lima, Mason Greenwood, Martin Odegaard, Marcus Rashford, with Evanilson up front. So hopefully we can beat these. Never heard of that striker. It's usually... who was it? I can't remember. No, it wasn't the Leipzig-Berlin guy, because he's at Chelsea. I honestly can't remember. Was it Fernandez or Bernardo or something like that? I'm sure it was. As we're going to just have to get on with it though, and these will be trying to chase our Champions League spot. If we lose this, could be in danger, like we look like with Dowell already. He stayed on the deck, don't want him injured, as the game's even stopped for it. 5 minutes in and we're losing as captain and best player, and of course we have lost Harper as well recently. This FIFA just doesn't want me in the top 4, it doesn't want me at all. And Kieran Dowell's had to come on, as Dale Fry steps in well there to get a challenge in. Now Felix Nemecha. He's, of course, having a lot to live up to, with, of course, Brooks going off, or Dowell, as Brooks should come off. That pass was terrible. But, of course, can't really take him off, because he was his best player against Fulham last time out, as we've started well here against Man United, even without Dowell. As Nemecha, great turn from him. He's even going to get a shot off here with the left foot, and looked on target. Marcus Rashford right here with a run on. We're going to try and catch up to him. It looks like Man United's first attack right here, though. Evanilson has got a run on and a missed kick, I think, from Mason Greenwood. Very lucky didn't stick that one in the back of the net, as Wan-Bissaka picks up on it as well. Very, very lucky indeed. Evanilson with a ball around the corner into Odegaard, onto Greenwood, who stepped around us very well, put it across the box, and it can't reach anyone, but Evanilson's on it again, and one-on-one Martin Odegaard as Dino against his former club with a match-winning save. Yeah, of course, we're not in the lead, so it isn't really winning it for us, but that is just... It could result in us winning it, because that is absolutely great, as that's a good turnout as well from Todd Cantwell into Nemecha around the corner onto Florian Balogun. We had a run on there, but couldn't pick it out. As Felix Nemecha right here, he hasn't done that bad since he's come on. Definitely not, with a glorious ball over the top right there. Balogun with a good header, hits it on the first time volley, and that is what he is known for. Florian Balogun puts us 1-0 up against Man United with one of the best hits of the century. Just as clean as out. Just gonna sit back and watch it. What a hit. Look at it. Just bang, bang, top corner. Enough said. And that Dino save looks even better than it first was now, as Balogun, he needs a run on. There we go. Brooks right in behind. He needs to try and cut back inside a little bit, but doesn't have the chance, so gives it into Pope. Now around the corner to Felix Nemecha. Pope with another run. It's a glorious back heel, and it's 2. It's Brandon Pope, who's been injured most of the start of this season, but he's back with a bang. Finally gets a goal. 2-0 against United. Dino's save just looking more important than ever. Back heeled into him as well, and just plotted into that bottom corner. Sweet as a nut. As at half-time, we lead Man United by 2-0, and these beat us at the end of last season. Honestly, I can't say it has changed for any better. It's just glorious. It's just glorious. Amazing stuff. So just going to try and repeat that, as Todd Cantwell with a glorious tackle up to Balogun, trying to run past Montes. But he actually does read that for once, as our turnout in the middle to Evanilson. Don't let United come back and get 1 goal at least, because we need to clearly win this. Nemecha, great tackle as well, and Balogun really ran close and ran away again. As it's Brooks now running inside, but a dangerous looking attack here, because he lost the ball and he's not having as great as a game as he did last time out. I think it was linked with United in real life. Maybe that's on his mind, as we had a run on there, but Pope just couldn't poke the ball through to set up Balogun and get an assist and a goal and a goal and a goal for Balogun, as they've got a chance right here as well. Evanilson And it's hit the post behind the net. And a free kick for United here as Joe Rodon comes off for Lewis. He is just shattered. And of course we have these again soon. And Everton. So if we're leading, we might as well get them off, as that's a good cross in from a free kick. Rodon also on a yellow card. So that's another reason we took him off, as they've got a corner right here. Mason Greenwood, 20 minutes to go. Just get that out as it's all over the place. And Dino with a punch. But it's been given as a penalty. Dale Fry's done something wrong. And I honestly don't have a clue. He's not getting booked, but the commentator's speaking, so it can't be handball. I've got to have another look at this, as what even happened? I just saw Dino punch it as he slides in. And no way. Dino's the one who gets slid from Dale Fry. Not even anything there. If someone does foul, it might even be Dino on Rashford, as it's straight down the middle as well. United back in it. And we've just took off one of the centre-backs for a youth player. What a risk I have taken. As, yep, going to be a nervy 20 minutes. And Lewis here with the ball around the corner to Brandon Pope. Into Nemecha. Nemecha needs to try and find Balogun, but can't. Just 10 minutes to see this out, really, or maybe get another goal, because I feel like we've been the better side all game. Even now, after their goal, as Balogun, can he thread that through to Nemecha? He can. Great touch, Felix Nemecha! Just rounds the game out right now, as it's 3-1 to Grimsby Town. And yes, the big teams have beaten us this season, and we've drawn to Fulham, which was disappointing, but now we are back on track with the big teams, and a good ending to this episode as Nemecha replaces Powell. Yes, it's going to be a miss, but this guy does seem the real deal since then. Of course, when we get him back, as he has just scored a blinder. Grimsby Town 3, United 1. And it's Fernandez. That was the striker's name, as he has come off. Beltuse with a good ball, and Fernandez could score straight away. And does. So it's still not a game wrapped up, done and dusted, as Man United do squeeze one more in. Not going to watch it though, because I still do feel like it's not enough. Just 3 in-game minutes, boys. We can't mess it up. So we actually did, thinking about it, draw to United the first time, or the last time of last season, should I say, at Blundell Park. So we actually didn't get beat by them, but it's in the similar position to what this game is. 3-2, and they scored right late on. So just keep the ball. Don't let them have one back, as Kelly looks for Balogun and finds him with Nemecha making a run. Just shoot from range. Try and get us another, as it wasn't half bad, but the best thing coming out of that is the full-time whistle. We have beaten Man United to keep ourselves 3 points at least, 3 points extra inside of the top 4, as these were 5th. And that is great. Let's have a look. Yes, second again behind Manchester City, who I don't think are catchable, as we even have a big gap, a 5-point gap on Chelsea, then a 6-point gap on Arsenal, who are now 5th. Southampton doing well as Liverpool. I don't know where they've gone to, beating us and just dipped out. As Kieran Dell, though, it's an ACL and he's out for 7 months of the season. Our captain and best player from the past 5 seasons is now not going to be with us. So yes, Harper at least is going to come back this month, but that is a bigger blow. As Nemecha did play well though, you could see glimpses of him, scored a goal of course to eventually get us the winners. Also, I'm noticing right there, Raul Garcia top of the league on the scoring chart, as yep, 10 goals for our ex-player. I think if Harper comes back and wasn't injured, he might be up there as well, and we might have actually won against Fulham. And maybe Liverpool, but I'm not going to say we would, because unfortunately guys, this is the end of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a bit of a rush one, but still I think the quality is good. Don't forget to go down to the links in the description and follow those accounts that I told you to, if you want to, of course, and of course if you signed up for the Twitter, everything like that. The ice cream van's going past as well, you might be able to in the background. As yes, we are done. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. As I hope you enjoy your day. In a bit, and peace.